But when this money comes in, it's like, whoever you are, you're going to be able to make a move. It don't matter because the money can grow on trees and come from wherever, as referenced by this jackpot. You know, it's like you're going to be surrounded by nature. You're going to hear the birds chirping, and when you go outside, like the sun is going to be shining on your face. The breeze is going to be on you, and you're just going to feel so at peace. Okay? You're going to feel so at peace. This is from anywhere from now to the end of October. Huge payout. Huge payout. There are spirits wandering around this right now. Lots of spirits in the forest and whatnot of people that they don't want to go to heaven, they don't want to go to purgatory, they don't want to go to hell, so they just wander around the land. She found out it was a spirit animal. This cat's going to be sitting out there at night at the end of her driveway, and then it's going to start walking toward the street and just vanish. A spot, yup, cap cut notification. Spirit saying cut the read. You know the message. Welcome back to the channel, Cersei Zayed here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. Confirmation, I'm going to get some throat chakra blockers, so we're just going to jump right in. Let's see here. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders, guide us in this read. For my Pisces, what messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. Okay, Pisces, so let's see here what's going on. We have you guys, Neptune retrograde, Hangman, High Priestess in the reverse, Pisces energy, Gemini on the side, Mercury getting ready to station direct, the Lovers, the Magician, and the Hermit. With that Mercury getting ready to station direct there, all on the side. Here we have number 10, diagonal reverse. Wheel of Fortune on the side and in the reverse. Jupiter retrograde, Jupiter getting ready to station direct. What's at the bottom? Drama starter. Somebody's getting ready to start something. Threatening. Somebody wants to start something with you, Pisces. Dirty offer? We have unbothered. We have unbothered here. That's interesting. Somebody here could be like in movies, or somebody was in the play when they were younger in theater, or somebody is an actor, an actress, or somebody is a YouTuber on TikTok, whatnot. Like somebody here does something in the entertainment industry. No facts. Never has the facts, makes SHIT up and moving. Somebody here is about to move. Jackpot, yeah. The tea here. Y'all, the tea here is that somebody's getting ready to move. And it's because of a huge payout. A huge payout. You know, maybe somebody is winning money on a scratch-off or something. It's possible. Anything is possible. Somebody here could be winning some money in a scratch-off, maybe making big money in the stock market. But when this money comes in, it's like, whoever you are, you're going to be able to make a move. It doesn't matter what the facts are. Like, oh, well, if I work 40 hours a week and make 25 an hour, then I will be left with this much, and the budget will allow me, like, no, throw that all at, like, in case we haven't noticed, all of that is literally, you know, pig slop. Like, that ish don't work for no one. That ish doesn't even apply today. Okay, because most people don't even have. At least half of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. Most of them are overdraft in their bank account. So it's like, that whole, like, you gotta budget and save and live beyond your means, that's that scarcity energy. That's literally scarcity. Like, what are we manifesting? You know, like, should we buy whatever we want? No. You know, money is like an entity that it's like being in a relationship. We have to show it love and appreciation. But if we're just spending it all the time, you know, that's like us giving ourselves up to whoever, you know, like a cheap, a cheap HO. Like, I just have to say it. Like, we can't be, yeah, our money wants to flow, but we can't just be giving it away to whoever. But at the same time, we can't be hoarding it and like being greedy and what, like, it's this energy here of essentially like the more you try to budget, the more you try to hold on, the more you will find yourself in this predicament. So whatever the financial advisors told you, throw that all out in the mud, because that ish don't matter. It don't matter because the money can grow on trees and come from wherever, as referenced by this jackpot. And it's showing here that you get this, you're going to move. You're going to move. You know, maybe it's grant money, maybe it's a loan. Legal issues, court judges, immigration, and lawyers. So there's paperwork here. Could be that you have to go to like the county clerk or whatever, pay taxes on these winnings and whatnot if you want to take the payout right away. But somebody here is going to get mad that you're moving or something. And it's best that you just gray rock them, that you give them the gray rock method and don't engage with whatever they tell you. Reject it. So it's a third party here that's attached to a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Pisces like yourself, or a Leo. There's a third party. And this third party, they want some of that money that you got. Clout hungry, I could not make it up. These people, look, as especially here in America, as Mr. T does what he does to the economy, people out here are going to be desperate, okay? And you know, there people were like, well, why do you got to make it political? Like, that shouldn't matter and whatnot. No, it does matter. Because you know what? The spirits been told us. The spirits of the light. So if a spirit was telling you that this man was going to do right by you and save you, then you need to really readdress what you're connecting with. If a spirit told you that Miss Kamala was going to win, then you really need to readdress what you're speaking to. Because not every spirit is good, and not every spirit is an actual spirit from the heavens. There are spirits wandering around us right now. Lots of spirits in the forest and whatnot of people that they don't want to go to heaven, they don't want to go to purgatory, they don't want to go to hell, so they just wander around the land. And if we're not careful, we can open ourselves up to communicate, because it was very clear that that man was going to win. I warned people for months. While all these other witches on TikTok were saying, you know, she's going to win, it's going to be a landslide, I was one of the few that was like, no, she is not going to win. It is not going to go how the news says it's going. And it will go the exact opposite. I remember saying, like, what the news is telling y'all is not going to happen. I think it was an Aries read. I tried warning people 4 months in advance, y'all. I was like, when that man wins, the ish will hit the fan. So now people are acting like surprised and shocked and like, you know, like, don't say this about him, like he's doing a good job. Like, what? Love. Be for real now, you know, like that. And I'm saying this as an independent because the last one was also a clown. A clown of all clowns. I don't even think that was him. I think that was something else, if we're being honest. But they both suck, and they're both terrible, and it's high time that those of you that keep trying to pick a side see it for what it is. That they're both there. The Biden, you know, he was terrible. He was horrendous. Obama 2.0, because Obama. Remember that? The service economy and everybody was making $20K a year. That was the worst. That was the worst, you know, like people talking about SSN. Look, I'm 31. I know there's plenty of people, when we were at the workplace, we were all talking about Obama and how he was going to eventually get rid of SSN with his Obamacare and whatnot. Like, that was the topic. Obama's poor administration was so poor, one of the worst, was the reason that somebody like the Orange was able to get in. And no one can convince me otherwise. People saw Clinton and they were like, this is going to be Obama 2.0. People were down bad. They don't talk about it. But you see, when you really look back, you scale it back, they were all horrible. All of them were awful. And so this is where it's like, it's now time for you to manifest what's yours, okay? Get into that candle magic, the incantations, the spells. Because the spirits are right there, getting ready to help. There was a lady, she posted on TikTok live footage of her Blink camera, the stray cat that she would always feed. She found out it was a spirit animal. This cat's going to be sitting out there at night at the end of her driveway, and then it's going to start walking toward the street and just vanish in thin air. I'm telling you, the spirits are all around us, and there are many spirits. Not just physical entities, but some of them energies, some of them hieroglyphics and letters, the light language. Like, there are many different things that are there that will aid us, will help us. But only if we open ourselves up to that help, only if we open ourselves up to the right kind of help, if we are doing the meditation, the manifestation, the ritual, the incantation at the appointed time. Girl, fight. Because you don't need to fight for your life out here. You don't need to struggle for nothing. No one has to struggle. No one has to struggle. It's all there. It's all ready. Being received, paid out in full. The spirits are just waiting for you to claim it. Ace of Swords, and Spirit says that's the truth. That's the truth, you know, the Ten of Wands. But this is like the old ideologies that will finally come breaking down. This is why this needs to happen. You know, this is why it needs to happen, so people can start to see that they can't put their power in authorities or government peoples or individuals that, you know, they seem to publish the most newspapers, the most books, and speak the loudest at conventions and whatnot. So because they speak the loudest and they publish the most books and they have the most degrees, we have to listen to them. How does that make sense? But we've been listening to them for 20 plus years, and look where that's got us. Look at today. Look at today. Oh, well, I'm not affected. I'm doing good. So good for you. But your fellow man, your fellow woman, your fellow brother or sister is being affected. So where's the empathy? Six of Swords. Two of Wands. I'm telling you, you're going to get a new spot. You're going to move. This is going to be near the water. Look at the water here. Right? Look at the water here. Look at that moon. The moon symbolizes water. And here we have these people on a boat. This is going to be near like the ocean or something, or a lake. Not too close that you can get flooded, but it's going to be like a 20-minute drive, more or less, at max, for you to get to the lake, to get to the body of water. Some of you, this could be tropical. There's thunderstorms here. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. So, Pisces, Temperance, Nine of Pentacles, a lot of people going to be coming to you trying to make a deal. Like, well, you won this money, or you made all this money. Like, can I work for you? Can I, you know, can we do some type of networking, right? I've been saying it in these reads again. I've been saying in these reads, people don't want to listen. People, you know, somebody tried telling me all you psychics predicted Kamala. I was like, no, not over here. Not over here. Pull the clip where I said that she was going to win. Pull that clip out. That's right, there ain't no clip, because never once did I say that, because I saw it clear as day. I've been seeing it clear as day. I know what spirits I'm speaking to. Amen. Praise Jehovah. I know what I'm communicating with. For certain. And even the email that a client sent me the night before the election, and they literally asked me, who do you see winning? They didn't even order a read. They were just like, who do you see winning the election? Because sometimes your clients, they'll put you to the test to see if you're really psychic. They will, to see if you're really psychic, if you really know what's about to come. And I was like, Trump is going to win. I literally told them, I was like, Trump is going to win. That itch. And what was that for? Hours later? It wasn't even hours later. It was early in the morning, which is what I was seeing in my meditation, that at 3 or 4 a.m. he was going to be giving his victory speech on the news. That's what I was seeing when I would meditate. Love, what was that for? The fallout, justice here, Ace of Cups. You're going to love what happens next, Pisces. You are Page of Swords, and you're going to be learning, we're all learning, we're all evolving, we're all going through this beautiful evolution of consciousness and recognizing our inner light, our inner divinity, our own inner magic. And so this is a time period where, you get to this place and you're going to feel really free. You're going to feel so at peace, and, so you're going to be surrounded by nature. You're going to hear the birds chirping, and when you go outside, like the sun is going to be shining on your face. The breeze is going to be on you, and you're just going to feel so at peace, okay? You're going to feel so at peace. This is from anywhere from now to the end of October. Huge payout. Huge payout. And you're going to move. You're going to pack up and move, I'm telling you. When you get this money, and this is rightfully yours, you will be moving into a whole new spot. Yup, cap cut notification. Spirit saying cut the read. The message has been delivered. So amen, praise Jehovah. Because that is rightfully yours, Pisces. But that's your read, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you love and light.